What's up you guys, my name is Andy and today I want to talk to you guys about the Canon EOS RP. Well, not the camera itself, but what it can do. So a couple weeks ago, I took this camera out and took a family picture, a Christmas family picture for a couple of my friends and their kid. And it actually went really well. I took a lot of shots, but I only want to show you guys a few shots. The before and the after. So basically you guys can see what this camera is kind of capable of. This is the lens that I used. This right here is the Canon 50mm 1.8. It's a really cheap lens. I think it goes for like 120 bucks or something. Super cheap, but the fact that it's a 1.8, it's actually pretty good. I really wished I had a 1.2 just because it looks so nice. The lens itself just looks so nice, but hey, this works and I don't need to spend that much money on a better lens. So that's the only lens that I use, believe it or not. I tried to put on the RF 35mm and then I realized, why don't I just stick with one lens and then maybe I can talk about it, the camera itself, and not so much about the lens. 50mm 1.8 Canon EOS RP, one battery. Yes, I only use one battery. So I'm gonna tell you, the sun set at 4:45 at this time, and I took the shot. We got there at like 4 o'clock, so I only had like 45 minutes before it's completely dark. So by now the sun is almost gone. It was cloudy that day, so it made things a lot better, but yet it is almost gone. Let's look at the first set of pictures. So the picture I chose is the mom and her son. The son's really young, so it was hard to get him to like look at us and smile, but the one that he does look at us, it came out perfectly. This picture right here, I found a pretty cool bridge and I put him right in front, you know, leading lines and things like that, because those things are always nice to look at. Well, let's look at the before picture. Check this out. This was the first set of picture I took and it was still nice and, you know, the sun was still good. So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too dark. And if you look at it, yeah, you can kind of see everything. It looks pretty exposed. No cloud though, but the shadow, you can still see everything. So this picture isn't such a great picture because it's so cool, it's so dark, and it doesn't bring that much life. So I went inside Lightroom and I brightened this thing up. And I kind of changed up the temperature a little bit, made it a little bit warmer, so it feels a little bit more welcoming. The old picture kind of looks like, you know, it's too cold and it's kind of, you want to stay away from it. So you add some warmth in there to bring people into the picture. Well, I thought it came out so much better. You can still see a lot of the shadows, you can still see the highlights. Yes, no clouds, but you can still see it there. And I don't see anything wrong with the picture, like no pixelation, no nothing. It's good. It still looks pretty well. I can zoom in and yeah, the focus is great. The bokeh is great. Thank you very much, the 50mm f1.8. Well, the Canon EOS R performed really well. I had to take out the flip out screen, turn it vertical, took some shots, and then the fact that it has touch screen, oh man, that was the best. I just tapped on the subject and then I took the picture. It made things so easy. I just can't believe how easy it is now. Plus, I think this thing has like 6,000 autofocus point or something. Something crazy. I don't know exact number, but it is amazing. I remember the old Canon, like 5D Mark IV had like 24, maybe 12, and you would have to recompose. Anyways, I'm glad those days are over, and I'm glad I have this camera for way cheaper. It's great, it's great. Anyways, let's move on to the next picture. Okay, I finally got the dad in, and this took a few shots because, like I said, the baby wasn't looking or things were just off, but hey, check this out. It's such a nice picture. I mean, he's looking at the baby, she's smiling, she's looking at the baby's looking at me. It's such a warm, comfortable family picture. Don't you guys think so? It looks great. The color's great, his shirt's vibrant, the baby's picture is great. You can see all the detail around her hair, around the black, and the bokeh is still perfect. The bridge looks great. I think this picture nailed it. I think it is a great picture. But let's look at what I took that came out from the camera. You ready? Yeah, it is dark. It is really, really dark. It's getting darker. You can see like the shadow on his head, the shadow on her shirt. It almost looked like it's gone. And yeah, it just looks super dark, right? But you know what? It looks dark, which I knew in my mind what I was gonna do with the picture. And I knew I was gonna brighten it up. I knew I was gonna add some warmth to it. I knew what I was gonna do. But the fact that it was shooting like this, and I had to show the client, check this picture out. Look how amazing it looks. They're looking at it like, it looks okay. It looks kind of cool and dark. Are you sure? You know what you're doing? We trust you. That's what kind of happened. But I knew what I had. You know what I mean? We think differently in here as photographers. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. Seriously, we think differently. We see the picture differently. We don't see it straight out of camera. We see it after the process. Hit that like button. You know what to do. Anyways, the picture came out great, you know. Let's look at one more shot and we'll move on. So I got it out of the bridge and I wanted to do a great family picture. I got this picture. I had them look at each other and the baby's in the middle, and I had them just stare at each other and just think of a happy moment. Think of something funny, you know, and they did. Look at this. She's smiling perfectly. He has a nice smile, and they're looking at each other's eye, and the baby's right there, right in the middle. What a warm family picture. Anyways, I don't know if you guys are ready, so let's continue talking about this for a little bit longer. The grass in the back looks great. The color, the mood, you know, their clothes matches perfectly with the background. It's a great picture, if I must say. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the before picture, and yeah, pretty dark. You know, I actually like to shoot underexposed. I do. I know it's hard because when you show the client underexposed, they don't see it what you see. So I still like to shoot underexposed. I don't know why. I think bringing out shadows a little bit underexposed, not like super dark, but like this, like before and after, like that. I like that. I like that a lot more than going overexposed or perfectly exposed. And I don't know why. I think bringing up shadows it's just easier. When you bring down highlights, it just start getting weird. So I figured that if I start shooting underexposed and then bringing up things like this slowly, it makes the picture looks amazing. I can do a lot more to the picture. Well, shooting with the Canon EOS RP and taking pictures with it came out really nice. It was fun because I had the strap over this camera and it was really light to carry, especially with the 51.8. That is a tiny lens on a tiny body that has a flip out screen, full frame, touch screen, 26 megapixels. It's insane. I don't know. Yeah, it's such a great camera. And honestly, the more I use this thing, the more I'm in love with this thing. I know the EOS R is its bigger brother, and it does do better in a lot of these things, a little bit better. But for the price difference, man, I cannot beat this. This is such a great deal. The Canon EOS RP, you guys, with pictures, yes, it looks great. I want to make another video that shows you guys about video. If you guys are interested in that, leave it in the comment below. we're gonna take you guys out and show you guys what it looks like to shoot video on this thing. Well, my name is Andy. If you guys want to watch more videos about the Canon EOS RP, I got one right there. That one's a really cool one, and if you guys like the unboxing things that I like, I got an unboxing video right there. It's awesome. Well, catch you guys in the next video. Later.